Take the first, you keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mind, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Within the clouds, but down below. All I wanna do is hear you.
Ready for some football, and hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. They're on the Falcons sideline. That is head coach Raheem Morris. His defense motivated as ever, coming off that shutout to last week's win. Opposing him, that's Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets. This guy's no doubt happy to be back home after they took a loss on the road last week. Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Hewer. This is punter Bradley Pinion to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. Xavier Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading him out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
While his 4-2 record wasn't good enough to keep the starting job in Pittsburgh over Russell Wilson, that performance was enough to show the rest of the NFL there's still potential in him to go lead a franchise. That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Fields out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Here's Fields to throw. On target to his man Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Collects this at the 32. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
This one falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's second down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 11. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Here we go,
Shotgun snap to Fields. He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix looking to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. and 10 are under Robinson. Pushing for the red zone. And he's all the way down the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Here's Robinson. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Kate, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, they better regroup.
Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. Falcons getting close, and they take it down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. They try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go.
Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Falcons go nickel to defend this third down play.
3rd and 7.
Green knight.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the boot cave that that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another kid at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 14. All in left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Jump off caught by his back. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Once again, it is Jack Browning now for the punt. One of the league's best return men, Jamal Agnew, back deep. Falcons, and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. That's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Staying with Robinson. Across midfield to the 45. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 20-zip lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Cool on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets have to begin another drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. From the 29. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down throw for Fields. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
The Jets take their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
we go.
Trying again, following the sack. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Garrett Wilson. It's a pickup of 13. Leads to 3rd down and 3.
Fields now on 3rd. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback has taken an absolute beating in this first half. And you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters. And if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They've got 1st down from the 31. Penix here from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40. Penix now on 1st down. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hand, it's 34 yards away. Cool, able to put it through. And that will add to their score.
Hey, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's a return from the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin with the reigning, defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Eagles are going to wind up winning by 17. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Joe Burrow. A touchdown pass here from 23 yards out. The Bengals come away with a victory. They win by 6. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's the tight end, Travis Kelce. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Chiefs get their 5th win on the year as they get the victory here. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our 3rd quarter. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. They've got first down from the 31. To the air with Penix. Catch made over the middle. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Now Penix off the play action. Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
And the Falcon first down.
Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Coup with the extra point. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. New York to the line. First and 10.
Here we go.
Off play action. It's Fields. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Ryan Diablo there on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Fields out of the gun. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Falcons scoop it up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot. Quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Jets offense now set to take over. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Green knights.
Now it's Fields. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Yards on the play. That's good.
Take the hands off. Now Fields. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Fields. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
Green 19, that's not. Right.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. And he gets it away from his end zone. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Here's Robinson, start the drive. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Penix working from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Penix escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on it. Would have been a 45-yarder, but instead the offense staying out there. They're going for it on 4. They'll run it with Robinson. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
This running back has had himself a day. Not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 50.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Here we go. Up, hurry up, hurry up. 5:51.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Jets football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Caden
Hurry up,
Ellis.
hurry up. 331, 331. Good.
From the gun, it's Hall. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
The tackle made back in his own 49.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Here we go.
Fields on 3rd. There's a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going play fake with Penix. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Ready, go.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. Down the sideline, inside the 30. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons are running them out of the building. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Koo on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now here comes the New York offense. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well.
Here we go.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready? All right. Turbo, sir.
Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on 2 sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate Celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the sixth team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
And the Falcons first down.
All set up now for 1st and 10. A toss now to Robinson. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
They go play action. Here's Penix. He's got it. It's in close. He will not score, but that does set him up wrong with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal. Robinson, and the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. A 5th rushing score for him as he moves one away from the NFL record. Coup on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons continue adding on to that lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets out to begin another drive. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Field throwing here. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in the record books right now.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Trying again, following the sack. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Their rookie Oklahoma there to make that play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there, 3rd down coming. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now the give for Bijan. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. Takes out a one-stop, and he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4. And he has just earned something most running backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. Third down kick to Robinson. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll come up 1st and 10. Running behind center. Look at that work, turning those legs, driving across the 15. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Extra point by Cooley's up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Here we go.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from New York.
Paul. What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers. Do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers. Do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers. Then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Don't drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that vibe up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm to go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers. Do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers. Do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, strike from the back, posted in the act.
Separation Sunday. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 13. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We start at MetLife Stadium. The Jets at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's last year's 8th overall pick, Michael Penix. 52 yards, touchdown. The Falcons turned this one into a laugher, a lopsided shutout win. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And this is the former UCLA Bruin, Zach Charbonnet. This will wind up a touchdown. The Seahawks needed this one, and they got it. A victory that helps them keep pace in the NFC wildcard race. One more to show you. Let's go to Cleveland. It's the Browns taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Brandon Ayuk. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Niners win their second straight, and they do it in style. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you could with me. We could hang out, do the day with me. I'm trying to be a man, it could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, I and the E go to my house. You could spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you around if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're reffing me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that...
Call you Dale cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in a fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night. Last night, nothing will be alright.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, football fans, as we get a look inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. On the away sideline, that's Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seahawks. His defense ready to lead the charge again after pitching that shutout last week. Across the field, that's head coach of the Falcons, Raheem Morris. His guys already division champs, but still seeding to play for this week and beyond. On the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And we're underway in Atlanta. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team first guy he is, to be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Nice game left side. Free inside the 30. To the 10. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Cool with the extra point. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Seahawks nothing.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing him out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
The biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if there's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game, not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you know you troll. Precious on the floor.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another carry for Charbonnet. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Hopkins isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. A run here with Robinson. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in the run game.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. And running with Bijan. Breaks the tackle, still going. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for Algier. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 13-0 lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat, throw it right through your target's chest. This one,
and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. A
that's a bummer right there, Kay. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep fourth down and play. Taking that big a loss really rules out that kind of decision.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. This our last play of the quarter. On first down, here's Penix. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 14-0. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Penix here from the gun. Won't get this complete to Pitts. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14th. It's a kickoff of 11. And the Falcons will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air with Penix. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Penix now to throw. Chased out to his, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
Koo able to put it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. They haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate, now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. To throw, here's Darnold. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Brock, I know you're a big fan of referencing baseball. Well, I believe that was 3 sacks, and they're out. Or in this case, get off the field following that
give you baseball. You know what that was? That was the equivalent of an immaculate inning in baseball. 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts, you're out. Back-to-back-to-back sacks. That's immaculate. And I don't think we'll see it again in this game.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will indeed accept that penalty. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on first down. Penix. That one's cut along the left sideline. Down to the 10. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making this a laugher before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find payback.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons continue piling onto this lead.
26. Seahawks, nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide. You run that drop play, Kate, you got to become a really, really good actor as a quarterback. You got to drop back and make sure those ends pass you so that drop can hit it up the gut. Not that time. That end was not buying the story the quarterback was trying to sell.
Offense to the line for second down. Now Darnold. Gets him on a quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Seahawks with 7 to go here on third down. Here's Darnold to throw. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, King, where I've got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like Kate constantly.
And again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I just hear the sound. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Starts the return at the 34. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Penix working from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. One last play before the break.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw it. Finds the in route complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And it's one of the most dangerous playmakers in the NFL, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. He's going to take this one in, 7 yards on the rushing touchdown. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's the second-year signal caller, Caleb Williams. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. This one's now at the half, and it's the Bears with the lead at the half. One last look now at the Week 14 scoreboard, the final week with byes. Carolina, New England, the Giants, and San Francisco all off this week. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
from the 41. Taken in by Noah Fant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
36 yards.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that big punch? You took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They kick the running back in motion. Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. First throw for the backup now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any any point of this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This one from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And they make it a 3-score game again at 23 points.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Making some progress here. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting all the way out to their own 40. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Starts ahead with Robinson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the shotgun, Penix. He's got London left side. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Finds London on the slant. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Drake London with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
Brock looking to throw. He finds Fant. And this one doesn't go far. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Brock to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Their punter making his way out now. Michael Dixon will kick it away. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Penix on first down. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. An excellent game. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
12 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Falcons football, and they hold a commanding advantage in this one. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Play action. Here's Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. The Falcons are running them out of the building. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Seahawks offense running out now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Locke to the air. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead with Charbonnet. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. It's a screen pass. Charbonnet. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the fourth down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. 3rd and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
So out now comes the punter. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during the game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, and they go right back to him. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness is still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
So now on 4th down, the Falcons elected to send Young Hui Koo after the field goal. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. Koo able to put it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Seahawks trying to do some window dressing. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a give to Charbonnet. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 24. That's Charbonnet underneath. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Long down. This is Cox. That's Cox. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
They send Valdez-Scantling in motion right. To throw. Here's Locke. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
From the 38. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run.
Who's ready for some December football? Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 14. Some big games to get to. We go to Atlanta. The Falcons at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Drake London. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Falcons just will not lose. The perfect season is still alive. They get another win. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's one of the most dangerous playmakers in the NFL, Jahmyr Gibbs. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Khalil Shakir. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. The Bills come away with the victory, this one in front of their home crowd. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
I'm thinking it's all over when I go out. Oh, making my mind slow. That's why I don't with the big bro. I got to maintain, cause it like me is going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa, and all them upper cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bumps, alright, they go to click. 911, all over some dump. Ain't that summer? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my...
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. His guys made a statement last week, winning in blowout fashion. Across from him on the Bucs sideline, Todd Bowles. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle. It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 9 carries, 90 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Here coming up. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Brings up second down. 30-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Irvin. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They lost lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Agnew now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Penix. Now this will be caught by Mooney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. They went through 2 minutes drill and they went through all the different situations. The ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
1st down, Atlanta.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like the running getting this too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing that.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Algier will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Koo now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Mayfield to throw it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes the sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mayfield looks to throw. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Mayfield. Now he steps away. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling on the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And looking to throw, Penix. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the 1st. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. They'll throw with Penix. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. To the air, Penix. Targeting Pitts on the out route. He's got it complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Complete to Chris Godwin. First and 10 at the 36.
Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing. Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. To throw, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Sack, down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Atlanta.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Robinson up the middle.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Ray McLeod, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Coup for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
At the 33-yard line.
Mayfield down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. In motion right, Evans.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. On the return, here's Agnew. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 50 yards. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. In motion left, Godwin. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jalen Walker in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. A solid stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Robinson now on 1st down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Algier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we've been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Bucs now. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And taken right on the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And able to get this out to the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Second and a couple. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down. They'll set up a throw. Got one, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's another.
On first and 10, here's Irvin. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
What's up? 180.
One last shot for Mayfield here. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. But on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Atlanta, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I bought the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never got involved if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice of the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't.
The temperatures are dropping, but the intrigue is heating up. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 15. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucs at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's last year's top 10 pick, Michael Penix. Just picking apart the defense, one of 5 touchdown passes for him on the night. The Falcons just keep on winning. They pick up their 14th victory on the year. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Tyjae Spears. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's a man who played collegiately just up the 110 from here at USC, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Lions tough it out to get the win in a game that could serve as a preview of the NFC title game. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably f*** you before I f*** your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no left. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little what's your run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and make that. Yeah, made that. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a. I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a. I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I.
That's so typical. Body of a dominance, that's so typical. Train like a god, that's so typical. Still more than so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the
trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used